Hello everyone, this is my newest Halloween prop of the year. Maybe an animated groundbreaker. Really cheap to make. I want to show you the insides of him in just a minute. The hands come from a yard steak package, the left and right hands. Costume, and I had a mask. I like the mask because it actually gives you kind of depth or layers, as you would call it. But the motor is probably running about 3 to 4 RPMs is all it's doing. And this motor is actually it's not a Deere motor, but it's actually a microwave turntable motor. And you see here, there's one of the motors I've got. This thing's focus, but this one here is actually 5 to 6 RPMs. Here in just a minute, I want to take the costume and mask off and show you the underside of my prop. The 3 to 4 RPMs isn't too fast, but I think it does good for what I need it for. Okay, we got the clothes off now. All I used was pool noodles for the arms, shoulder. I did use a styrofoam head. Let's see, I went and cut the base of the head off because it's sticking out too far. It was kind of protruding out from where the costume and mask was. It didn't look right. And I used 2 4-way PVCs and 2 elbows. So that's just about all it is. Give you a close-up view of the motor, where the motor is and stuff. Okay, here we are. I have the turntable of the microwave where the glass sits on. I got that on the motor. Motor's underneath this piece of metal here. Also come from the microwave. I also have a counterweight, which I might have to add another little bit of a counterweight because it is kind of heavy. This ain't really that heavy. It's just I guess where I got it out so far. I took a string, tied across, because as you can see, let me turn it off here. As you see here, that just slides off, and I can just slide it back on there. I put the string across because I didn't want to have so much movement. I figured that was enough movement for my prop. Took the turntable motor, took the extension cord and cut it. Cut one end in and put it on the motor. Because it does have 2 prongs. Also, I took some chicken wire to cover the body, which I might need to get some more chicken wire later and cover it a little bit better. And the base is kind of square. I might round the base off to have it more of a body shape, so when I put the costume on, it doesn't stick out and look weird. But like I said, this thing's running about 3 to 4 RPMs, and I think it does the job. Now up here, I have 1 piece of plywood, and I drilled a big hole in it, and that was too much movement. So I just took another piece of plywood, set on top of it, and had a smaller hole, which gives it just that little bit of movement right there. So when it goes around, you don't move so far. So I think that does good. So this is very cheap. Took a couple scrap 2x4s I had laying around, and some plywood I had laying around, and I took a string, tied it across. Some PVC, which if you want to cut out the cost, you can take a mask, stuff it full of paper. I mean, if you didn't have PVC, you could just take pieces of wood and screw them together. Hands, you could even instead of using these hands, you could take gloves, stuff the gloves, and put it into that. So you could actually make this thing even cheaper to build than what I've done. Everything here I just used for some scrap stuff I had laying around. As you can see, the pool noodles are pretty dirty, so they've been sitting outside a while and got dirt on them. So they've been sitting around a while. But if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them best of my knowledge. Hope everybody has a great day.